Hello. Microphone check. 1, 2, 3. Yes. You are clocked in with Dr. Empress Rose. Of course, to this that we are going to be joined momentarily, of course, with none other than Ben Priest in studio and a host of other artists today. Of course, we are looking forward to tap in as well with Aklerh, straight out of Ghana. We are going to be vibing to the sounds of King Shaft out of South Africa. Also, Raskela out of Zimbabwe. And then as well, we have Yasha Money. Yasha Money, straight out of Trinidad and Tobago. And of course, we would not be complete with all the Jamaicans in the house. So, Dubbeleye, yes, out of Kingston. Yes, he's going to be in the house. The incomparable Jubba White out of Jamaica as well. And we will seal it off, of course, with the reggae icon, man of the hour. We are talking about none other than Fred Locks, who will be in studio. Keep it locked, ladies and gentlemen. I implore you, please share, okay? Share and continue to share. And tell a friend about today's one-on-one music review. It is the Reggae Month exclusive. Welcome.
To understand, I will never beg you again to talk to me. Today I have decided to cry no more. I am taking back the power I gave you over my heart. A hopeless thing, begging for love and attention. 'Cause my worth is more than looking for someone who doesn't care. I can tell that you don't care about
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you, I am poised and so ready. And I thankful for all my audience right now. So welcome to our Reggae Month exclusive. To all the listening audience, as we consider the role of the stalwarts that have played their role, have paved the way, the evolution of reggae, the collaborations, and how so much our icons of influence the global reach of the reggae genre. Let's consider that's what our Reggae Month exclusive is all about. We are shouting thank you to all the reggae artists and to all the fans who have adopted the global instrument and helped to spread the awesomeness of our culture to the four corners of the world. Today and throughout this month, we will highlight specific songs that are singles, renditions from EPs and albums. We will communicate with the numerous musicians on the milestones in their careers that assist to showcase their dedication to the sweet reggae and dancehall music, and as well spotlighting the relevance of the roots rock reggae. I do not want you guys to go anywhere. I want you guys to keep on sharing the love with all your friends and tell them about the one-on-one music review or Reggae Month exclusive. We are kicking it off with Ben Priest. Don't go anywhere.
I will never beg you again to understand. I will never beg you again to talk to me. Today I have decided to cry no more. I am taking back the power I gave you over my heart. A hopeless thing, begging for love and attention. 'Cause my worth is more than looking for someone who doesn't care. I can tell that you don't care about my existence, so I will never beg you again.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, thanks to all the persons who are currently tapped in and telling me, Empress, we love you. Well, throughout today's broadcast, each artist will be presented with 5 questions. One question is very consistent for all our artists. How does reggae music influence their daily lives? And what's their greatest achievement within the reggae music industry thus far? So, yes, please send in your questions to any artist of your choice. We may not be able to get all our questions answered today, but you may be one of the lucky number. So, we are going to be welcoming, of course, none other than legendary. We're talking about one of, if not the best, I must tell you, Nigerian reggae artist. To me, he's considered the number one reggae artist out of Nigeria. We are talking about none other than Ben Priest, and he's currently in studio. And of course, the track that you heard playing in the background, that's Ben Priest. So all the Ben Priest friends that are currently tapped in, yes, tell a friend and tell a friend that he's on right now. So welcome, Ben Priest. How are you?
Hey, I'm okay, Empress Rose. Thank you for having me here.
Oh my God, I would have it. I would have it no other way.
Thank you so much.
Yes, of course it is that. I started out, one of your tracks, Beg You Again. I had an opportunity to actually, we have been, promoting extensively in various places as well. And I must tell you, you are one of the top artists that we are in terms of our upcoming exclusive that we have been promoting, where persons are like, oh my God, his voice. But then again, we have talked about this in the past before, how much of an instrument it is. Let's take, for instance, Reggae Month, where Reggae Month is not only about music, but also is about celebrating the genre's profound impact on societal and political movements across the world. I must tell you as well, your songs speaks volume in terms of that social and political, movement, and as well that you exhume of the genre itself. Talk to me about getting into music. How did you get started? At what age did you say to yourself, you know what, this is my thing, this is my genre, I love it, and I am going to pursue it?
Yeah. It started a long time ago when I was a little kid, say between 5 to 10 years of age. Then I was in my daddy's church. My dad is a pastor, and so I was in the choir, and just like every other person would be in the choir. And I didn't know anything special about me initially, but as time went on, and I began to hear the choir master telling me to take the vocals, the lead vocals, in the choir. I did that, and then it like sparkled, and people began to say I sound good. My voice is good, and like that. So yeah, and that's how it kickstarted. And then apart from that, I had other interests in reggae while in church. That's how it started. Yeah, man.
Wow, I love it. I love it. Of course, it is that, our listening audience, we want to keep them abreast to persons who have never heard you before as well. So we are one question down. We have 4 questions to go. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it locked as well. You are vibing to the sounds of Ben Priest. Please keep sharing our live wherever you are clocked in, whether you are on Instagram, you're on YouTube, or if you're just joining directly as well. Please keep sharing and tell persons, tell a friend and tell another friend that we are clocked in with Ben Priest. Go nowhere. We will be back with more questions again.
To understand, I will never beg you again to talk to me. Today I have decided to cry no more. I am taking back the power I gave you over my heart. A hopeless thing, begging for love and attention. 'Cause my worth is more than looking for someone who doesn't care. I can tell that you don't care about my existence, so I will never beg you again to love me. It is over now. I will never beg you again to understand. I will never beg you again to talk to me. I will never beg you again to understand. I will never beg you again to talk to me. You have been ignoring me.
Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen. So we are back, of course, to this that, yes, we are taking questions from our audience. So we have Pearl out of Jamaica that said, oh my God, what a voice. I was able to hear Ben Priest on one of the social media handles. And I must say that I am so impressed by what he has brought to reggae music. Hats off to you. Will you be visiting Jamaica anytime soon?
Mm.
You hear that, Ben Priest?
Man, yeah, man. Yeah. That's good. Really, I would be so excited to be in Jamaica someday, one day.
One day. I'm telling you, yes, there are to all the Jamaicans that are currently tapped in right now. Yes, do your thing, and tell Jamaica about Ben Priest and what it is that your fellow Jamaicans are saying. Yes, we need to hear you here in our country because it is that what you did that you brought as well. We have Michael out of Toronto, Canada. And he says, have you ever been on this side of the world? Because he would definitely pay the good money to come see you. Have you ever been in Canada?
That would be some dream come true,
You have never been in Canada?
Yes, sir.
Ben Priest, you have never been to Canada as well?
Not yet.
Oh,
Hoping to be in Canada. Yeah,
so,
I'm not yet in Canada. I've not been in Canada before.
oh wow, wow. Well, I know, you know what? I am grateful that I have global listeners as well. So to all the listeners
Mm.
right now, yeah, do whatever you can do. Invite him. And also go into his social media and tell him how much it is that you value his songs. And you have been listening to this interview and you value what he brings to reggae music as well. Of course, it is. We have two questions left. So
Mm.
my next question, which is
Mhm.
a universal question, which is I should say, a consistent question for all our reggae artists who are tapping in today for our reggae month, at least for week one.
Mhm.
The question to every artist that will be on today is: how does reggae music influence your daily life, and what's your greatest achievement within the music genre thus far?
Yeah, man. By how reggae has influenced my daily activities. I think it also has to do with the way it influenced me. Is the way it has really gone done awareness to my myself. It has given me a lot of awareness. Like even going out of the street,
Mm-hmm.
because of reggae music, it has opened my horizon, my spirituality, and my depth of thinking and thought.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it has made me to view people in certain kind of ways that people don't see, ordinarily, and also affects me in the sense that I see brutality and I see good deeds and I see craziness. I see, sympathy, empathy in the world, and because of reggae music, it makes me to see people differently, why they behave certain ways, and how and why they do things the way they do. And sometimes, because of that, it needs some kind of advice.
Yes.
And some people just need to be loved. Some people need to be loved to get them respect. So reggae music had made me to become so aware of my surrounding. Unlike and make me to see things differently from the ordinary eye.
Mm.
So
Well,
that's how it has been. And yeah, and the other part of the question is, what did you ask? You said
your number five
my
question
greatest
is
achievement.
your greatest achievement. Yes.
My greatest achievement since I took to reggae, the general reggae. So reggae music, because of the kind of music that I do, my greatest achievement is to have heard people call me from different parts of the world to say, "Hey, I was down. I was at the verge of committing suicide, and then your music had really given me hope and upliftment." I get that a lot. Since I took into reggae,
Mm.
people will say, "Wow, your music is a healing factor. Your music gives me strength and hope." And that alone is the biggest achievement. Apart from, I know awards are also good, fine to have awards,
Mm-hmm.
but then the greatest achievement that I have ever had is to see people uh, uh, having fulfillment at what they hear and getting strength from my music. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. That is so rich, to be able to reach persons,
Mm.
especially, something that you have said in terms of, others who most definitely would may have wanted to commit suicide in their life, but just being able to know that your
Mhm.
music has crossed borders
Yeah.
and, what it brings to the
Yes.
forefront. I
Yes.
really love it. Of course, it is that. This is our Reggae Month exclusive, and it is our interviews are very short. But of course, we're going to bring you on later this year where people could know so much more about you. I thank you for coming through. I am going to vibe out with this track, Delay Not Denial, and it is very sweet, I tell you. Talk to the listening audience and tell them what about this track that I'm about to play, Delay Not Denial.
Okay, delay, not denial. It's just a serious music that deals with, a lot of people with hopelessness in life over what they expect to have happened in their lives. It might look like there's failure. Sometimes failure is just the opposite. It's a kind of a reminder for you to work harder. And then when that time comes, you will smile at the end of the day. You will be the one to laugh last. So not giving up is the focal point of the music. Be resilient at whatever you do. It might tarry, but at the end of the day, there is light at the tunnel. Yes, that delayed, not denial. So that's what triggered me to, or inspired me to write the song. It's a song of encouragement.
I love
Yes,
it. I love it. I love it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're vibing out with Ben Priest. Ben, I really love you. I thank you for doing for your contribution to reggae and how much it is that your music just touches the world. I love what it is that you do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a delayed, not denial. We will be right back.
Don't you worry about your troubles, my friend. 'Cause what will be, will be. Don't give up, yeah. You woke up this morning feeling so sad. You keep wondering about the family. What they gonna eat today? Would they die or survive? Thinking about the future, what it holds for the children. Or would you ever get some dignity? So cheer up now, I've got news for you. Whoa. Forever, I wanna tell you what it is now. Delay is not denial. Delay is not denial. It's just a momentary detour. It's just a momentary detour. Delay is not.
Yes, reggae music, so sweet, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen. What I must also take this time to shout out, a few countries. I cannot do it all at once, but I will keep on shouting out as I go throughout. So big ups to everyone in Nigeria right now is currently tapped in. DJ Sterry J, of course, Ezekiel Ghost and Samuel, all the others, of course. Ghana is ever, just in the space, whether or not they are on the show. They're always representing. And of course, we have Aklerh from Ghana that's going to be up next. As we talk about Ben Priest before I cocktails out, I would like persons to know that Reggae Month, celebrated every year in February, is not only about honoring the music roots, but also recognizing reggae's influence worldwide. Of course, it is that we are. You have just heard Ben Priest, where it is that the reggae music that he makes is so rich. Yes, Reggae Month. We are exploring the global significance of Reggae Month right here on this week's week one of Reggae Month exclusive. We're emphasizing how the annual celebration has helped to preserve and amplify reggae as a genre that transcends borders. I do not want you guys to go anywhere. Just keep on sharing. We are going to have Aklerh. Aklerh, absolute. She's out of Ghana. Keep on doing the damn thing and sharing. Aklerh is up next.
Go tell my lover, say, Sumoya, Henny, Sumoya, make he no leave me this way. This kind of feelings, them not good for me. It's driving me insane. I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't think, I can't breathe right now. Me there, so my time on the tea. Oh baby, get kaya. Oh baby, get kaya. Oh baby, get kaya, eh. Oh baby, get kaya. My wife, Makama no musanyina. Odosi yoko. Makama no musanyina. Odosi yoko. From Swawo Biao. Odo Menko. From Swawo Biao. Odo ye wo 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 wo. Menko. Sabonina maya fatshe. Odo Menko.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us right now, we are vibing to the tunes of Aklerh. She will be appearing just a minute, just in a few seconds. Of course, you'll see her picture, show up very soon as well. But I want you guys to bear in mind just how effective it is when it comes to Reggae Month and representing worldwide. Again, if you are just joining us, I have so many people tapping in from across the world, and I'm shouting out countries as I go along as well. So, of course, Canada, I see you loud and proud. Montreal, Toronto, wherever it is that you're clocked in from right now, we are happy to be here. Reggae Month, celebrated in February, serves as a significant platform for both established and emerging artists by providing concentrated period of focus as well on reggae music and its culture. Our celebration primarily centered in Jamaica has a ripple effect globally, drawing attention to the reggae roots and evolution while encouraging cross-cultural collaborations and promoting reggae's enduring cultural legacy. And as you can hear, we do not disappoint. Of course, it is that we are clocked into listening with right now. We are playing Aklerh. Currently in the background, we just completed our interview with Ben Priest. Okay, keep it locked and keep sharing.
From Swawo Biao. Odo Menko. lover say, Sumoya Henny, Sumoya way. Make he no leave me this way. This kind of feelings, them not good for me. It's a driving me insane. I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't think, I can't breathe right now. Me there, so my time on the tea. Oh baby, get kaya. Oh baby, get kaya. Oh baby, get kaya. Oh baby, get kaya. My wife, makama no musamina. Odosi yoko. Makama no musamina. Odosi yoko. Fumswa wobiao. Odo menko. Fumswa wobiao. Odo ye wo 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 wo. Menko. Saboni na maya fache. Odo menko. Fumswa wobiao. Odo ye wo 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 wo. Menko. Since I met you, me no put on fake persona, baby, get you. Maybe you go pay the honor, baby, stay true. Baby, never leave my hair blue. You say my hair blue, but why you? Menko, menko, baby, menko, 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 baby, menko, 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 baby, menko. Why you thinking? Makama no musamina. Odosi yoko. Makama no musamina. Odosi yoko. Fumswa wobiao. Odo menko. Fumswa wobiao. Odo ye wo 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 wo. Menko. Saboni na maya fache. Odo menko. Fumswa wobiao. Odo ye wo 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 wo. Menko. 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 Menko, baby, menko. 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 Menko, baby, menko. Aye. Cascades on it. Aklerh. Out of mercy. Oh, fire. Tell them, say me so they ask sign of the dollar. Panis a fi go and jam and talk bout the moolah. Money a fi make me say talk bout the quacha. Enough things a fi done and buy. You know when me want bob you me a get why. Talking currency cause it ends with no why. You know when we wish no little baby a fi cry. Oh Jaja please tell me why. Every day me need the money. That's why me work hard for the money. And I want you. Every day me need the money. That's why me work hard for the money. Baby, I'm Pesica. Every day me need the money. That's why me work hard for the money. And I want you. Every day me need the money. That's why me work hard for the money. Baby, I'm Pesica.
I thank you for tapping in with us. Of course, it is that we're having some connection issues with Aklerh over in Ghana. And, I just want to keep persons abreast as to, our Reggae Month exclusive here. We're tapping in from various parts of the world. Artists are tapping in from various parts of the world. And of course, Aklerh hails out of Ghana. We are going to jump to our next artist, which is actually King Shaft, who is going to be up next. And he is out of South Africa. But yes, we had issues connecting with Aklerh and the connections as well. We are dealing with the digital network where sometimes it doesn't give us exactly what it is that we hope. However, it is that we are going to continue And at some point, if we're able to vibe with Aklerh, then we will bring her on. But go nowhere. We are here to serve. That's what it is what we're here to do. Okay? So keep it locked. We have King Shaft. That's going to be up next.
Reggae music is the solution. Reggae music is the future. Play it on radio. It's good for asthma. It takes away depression and give you inspiration. I went to school searching for wisdom. Still I never find none. I went to church searching for the truth. Still I never find none. Many steep mountains I climbed. Many deep rivers I crossed to find my purpose and mission in life. Only reggae music saved my life. Reggae music is the solution. Reggae music is the future. Play it on radio. It's good for asthma. It takes away depression and give you inspiration. If you wanna live a righteous life, listen to reggae music. If you wanna live a conscious life, listen to reggae music. If you wanna live a liberated life, listen to reggae music. If you wanna live a peaceful life,
Aklerh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for tapping in and I thank you for staying the course. Of course, we are back with Aklerh, who is currently joining me in studio. She was able to, get through. They're having problems with the network. As I say, this is digital. So from time to time, we may run into some issues with connections regarding the international artists. However, she's currently in. So welcome, Aklerh. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yes. Well, of course, our community has been vibing to your track, Odell, and I'm loving that track. It's actually one of my favorites as well. We are able to, your should I say, your ability to just vibe through the different genres from dancehall to street reggae and just your voice, the whole thing, it just gives us the richness of reggae music and what it is that it brings to other parts of the world. Of course, one consistent question as well, for all the reggae artists today: how does reggae music influence your life, and what's the greatest achievement within reggae music thus far?
My greatest achievement has been to be able to actualize my dreams through reggae music, because it's an artist's dream to actualize their dreams into the physical for people to see what God gave to them. And through reggae music, I think my dreams have been met so far. So that's been my greatest achievement.
Okay. Well, King Shaft is in the wings. We are going to jump through your 5 questions real quickly. And so all of our reggae artists that are currently waiting in the wings are going to be just a few minutes late because we had this connection issue with you, but I'm sure that they don't mind as well. So we have Bev out of New York. She's asking, she loved your vibe and she loved what you do in terms of music, the reggae music side of it that's coming from out of Ghana. She would like to know, how is music celebrated within Ghana? And for yourself as an artist who is actually upholding the banner, how are you accepted within your circles?
So far, working with Revolution Records, my music has been accepted thus far. I've got recommendations from people like Stoneboy, who's one of the biggest exports in Ghana right now through music, and he also does reggae and dancehall. So my music has really been accepted. For him to recognize me and even give me his platform to perform on at the Bin Concert 2024 showed that we really gained recognition. Yeah.
Love it, love it. All right. We have a Tam out of Montego Bay, Jamaica that says, well, we really love your style, that goes along with the genre. Do you have a designer for the clothes that you exhibit within your music videos as well?
Yes, one of the things is I learned fashion design after school, after my schooling in NAFTI, which is the National Film and Television Institute. I did a little bit of fashion design. Yeah, so some of the clothes I put on, I get to make them myself.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, I'm telling you, Tam is loving the outfit that's currently shown live right now on air. Oh my God, Tam, I love it. Of course, it is that we have out of Jamaica again. I'm telling you, we have questions, but unfortunately, we are going to get to 5 questions each artist because there are various artists that are on today's show, and looking forward to the next week's as well. And so we have Sheila as well. She is out of Ocherius, Jamaica, and she says she really loves your style as well. And just as Shatta Wale has recently visited Jamaica, she's hoping that one day to see you on the stage in Jamaica as well. She's loving your tunes.
Most definitely.
All right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you, I am looking at just the different platforms right now, and I'm jumping through the various ones. So if I do not get to your question, you are also welcome to, you can go onto the artist's social media platforms as well, and you can have a conversation with them as well, and do vibe to their tracks as well. All right, we have out of Nigeria, we have Paul out of Nigeria. He says that he remembers you from a very young age. Huh?
Yeah.
You used to live in Nigeria?
I used to be in Nigeria.
Okay, well, Paul remembers you. And he says, it's an honor to see how far it is that you are, kept on doing what you're doing and where you are right now within the business itself. His question to you is, for this year, do you have upcoming releases that you can look forward to?
Yeah, when people follow me on my social media platforms, they're going to see the updates. I have songs like, we recently dropped Mashup, which is 2 weeks old. It's out on all streaming platforms, and they're going to get to listen to my upcoming album, which we're preparing. Like previously, last year we released the Dancehall Queen EP, and we're coming forward with another album, which I won't disclose the name right now because it's still in the making.
Love it. Yeah. Yes. Well, Aklerh, that concludes our questions for today. Of course, it is to all the persons who are currently listening. I do this every reggae month, but the artists, they in the future, and when they have releases, they come on and they have longer time, and you're able to learn more about them as well. You can visit my platforms where it is that you can listen to previous interviews that have been done, and some of those can be found on Spotify, Deezer, YouTube, Apple as well. If you type in her name, you will see an interview come up that I've done with her, and you can go in and listen as well. Aklerh, it's been a pleasure. We're going to vibe out with this money song. And what do you want the audience to know about this money song? Because we are cooking, Right now, we have King Shaft waiting in the background. But what would you like the audience to know about this money track that I'm about to vibe out for yourself?
The money song was inspired by the little kids I always see when I go to help my mom at the marketplace in Mokola. That's one of the biggest markets in Ghana.
Uh-huh.
I used to see the kids trade and always do menial jobs to get money. So growing up into this woman that I am today, I'm inspired by their little efforts that we do to make ends meet, and also I'm inspired by the fact that I have to work hard to make the money. So that's why I said every day we need the money.
That's
why we work
that's
hard
right.
to the money.
Yes. Yes, right. Because in this world, that's what made the world go round. So unfortunately,
money makes the world go
money
round.
makes the world go around. Okay, so with all due respect, this is Money by Aklerh. Please visit her social media platforms. Tell her what you think about her tracks, and keep upholding the reggae month banner, and keep on doing what you're doing, Aklerh. We love you. Okay.
Thank you. I love you guys too.
Blessed love.
Blessed love, Rastafari.
Cascades on it.
Things have been done and boy. You know when me want above you, me I get why. Talking currency cause it ends with the wine. You know when we wish no they could pay me have to cry. Oh Jaja please, Mr. please tell me why. Every day me need the money. That's why me work hard for the money. Now they want to. Every day me need the money. That's why me work hard for the money. Baby, every day me need the money. That's why me work hard for the money. Now they want to. Every day me need the money. That's why me work hard for the money. Baby, I'm Jessica. Mama and Papa, street boys then they browse Oyibo where they see cars. Sweat I run pan the face. I drove way. Come join the race, make we find bag of money. I mean you don't like money, so much. I mean you don't like money, so much. I mean you don't like money, so much. I mean you don't like money.
Reggae music is the solution. Reggae music is the future. Play it on radio. It's good for asthma. It takes away depression and give you inspiration. I went to school searching for wisdom. Still I never find none. I went to church searching.
Yes. Of course, you're listening to the sounds of King Shaft. He is going to be joining me momentarily. Got a little tongue tied there for a minute. And to all the listeners who are tapping across the world, of course, I will never forget the small islands. So Trinidad and Tobago is currently clocked in. Of course, it is that we have Guyana as well, who is in the house of Barbados. Barbados is also good to see you as well. And all the African countries. We're talking about places such as Zambia, Zimbabwe, who are currently going on, because right now we're bringing on King Shaft, and it's almost midnight. It's almost midnight in South Africa. All right, but King Shaft is going to be up left. To all our persons who are currently tapped in as well, and we're talking about a Reggae Month and what it serves for the industry itself. Consider the impact and the tourism and the music industry and the broader celebration of the reggae culture around the world as you listen to the various artists who are doing the subgenre of reggae as well within their various countries. Of course, it is that King Shaft, is also part of the emblem and is raising the reggae flag. Go nowhere. I will be right back with King Shaft. Keep it locked.
Is the solution reggae music? Is the future played on radio? It's good for asthma. It takes away depression and give you inspiration. I went to school searching for wisdom. Still I never find none. I went to church searching for the truth. Still I never find none. Many steep mountains I climb. Many deep rivers I cross to find my purpose and mission in life. Only reggae music saved my life. Reggae music is the solution. Reggae music is the future. Play it on radio. It's good for asthma. It takes away depression and give you inspiration.
Yes, so King Shaft is currently in the house, and I am telling you, he sounds like he's next door to me. So welcome, King Shaft. Are you there?
Yes, greetings. I'm here. Greetings to all your listeners.
I love it. Let me tell you, anytime I get a good connection from South Africa, I have to say, wow, it's a great connection, because we know about the load shedding, and all of that going on in South Africa. But yes, you sound like you are right next door to me. Welcome, of course, to Reggae Month. Of course, as we start off our interview, or kick off our interview with you, of course, we're running a little late as well. You are close to midnight in your area right now, and we really appreciate the fact that you are currently tapping in with us to talk to us about what reggae music means to you. Of course, it is that we have 5 questions that we'll pose to you. Some of the questions are coming from our audience, but the consistent questions that for every artist: how does reggae music influence your life, and what's your greatest achievement within reggae thus far? Let's start off with that.
Yeah, well, reggae music has become an important part of my life. The first time I came across the sound of reggae music, it really resonated with me, and I would say that it gave me a voice and a platform to express what I feel and what I think and what I would like to share with the world. It means more than just music. It's more than, it's a language in its own. And I think that it gives whatever you want to say a timeless voice that transcends time and space. So it means a lot to me with the music.
We love to hear it. We love to hear it. I keep telling people this is the number one genre. I'll let you know that. Not only on this show, but I search it from everywhere that I can, that reggae music is the number one genre. And I'm not just saying that just to say it. It is. All right? It has the power to just move mountains. And I'm not saying all the other genres don't do, but if you look, everybody taps into this genre as well. And there's a reason for that. Now, South Africa on a whole embodies their various subgenres as well as it pertains to the reggae music culture as well, from the the various, not just South Africa, but different African countries, the Naija dancehall, the Helmet dancehall, the Bunchwall from Botswana, and all of the above. Do you actually adopt a subgenre as well, separately from the pure reggae genre within your recordings?
Yeah, because we grew up from a space where we're exposed to our own indigenous sounds as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we automatically, when reggae is in your bones and in your blood, you automatically even carry some of the music you grew up with and just fuse it into the reggae music.
Yes.
So definitely we do that, especially also to make reggae music accessible to those that don't really understand it or are not exposed to it. Then yeah, that's what we normally do. Yeah, definitely.
Love it, love it, love it. Now, you appear to be very laid back, and the cultural side of reggae is your preference?
Yeah, I would say the roots. Yeah, the roots is,
you love the roots.
The roots, there are no fruits. However, sometimes the feeling comes if the beat is fast or whatever. It can really it can really get something out of you that you can find yourself rhyming along into a faster beat or a dancehall influence sound whatsoever. But even within that, the roots has to come through. The roots, yeah, it's the foundation.
All right. Well, I'm going to tap into one more of your track, and when we come back, we got 2 more questions to go. This time, I'm taking them from our listening audience. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back with more. Of course, we're talking to none other than King Shaft. He hails out of South Africa. Keep it locked and keep sharing this live. We appreciate.
Rastaman, a king of this jungle, is a lion in this your jungle, spreading peace and love in the ghetto, giving hope for a better tomorrow. Rastaman, a king of this jungle, is a lion in this your jungle, spreading peace and love in the ghetto, giving hope for a better tomorrow. Him alone recognizes divinity. Him alone taking responsibility. Him alone, him live for truth and rights. Him alone stand tall in a Babylon. Him alone, him stand for liberty. Him alone, him keep vitality. Him alone, him eat vitality. Him alone, are the king in this jungle. Rastaman, a king of this jungle, is a lion in this your jungle, spreading peace and love in the ghetto, giving hope for a better tomorrow. Rastaman, a king of this jungle, is a lion in this your jungle, spreading peace and love.
Yes, Rastaman, the king of the jungle. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. So yes, before I get into the last 2 questions going on here, talk to me about that track itself. Is this from your recent album, and how is that album being received locally?
Yes. Rastaman, King of the Jungle, is from my debut album, Him. The album itself is well received locally. People love it. They love the sound. They love the nostalgic energy in it, because it's got a lot of, I would say, songs that give you that feel that you just move along, even though you may not know the lyrics, but over time you do. So yeah, it's been received well. I enjoyed it. That's the truth.
Wow. Okay, we have 2 questions from our listening audience before you go. And all right, here we go. Great. Straight out of South Africa as well. And we have, I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly, Musha. Musha says that, he really loves what you bring to the industry as well in terms of your work. And can you tell him a little bit more about the message on the album? Not for the song itself, but on the album. What's the message to the masses?
Yeah, I think the more the message on the album is really, I'm singing about, I think, social commentary. I'm singing about just expressing yourself, finding yourself, and just really facing life and its challenges. It's relatable, I think. It's from a personal experience, but an experience of even those that are around me and of my people. Because it's just really finding that voice to say, this is how I see life, this is how I feel, and this is how my aspiration would look like, So I think it comes from that point of view.
Okay. All right. Well, we have one last question, and this one comes from Angela out of Malawi. And she would like to know, can she locate the album? Where can she locate the album to purchase?
Oh, yeah, the album is available in a lot of the digital platforms. You can access it from iTunes, Spotify, Bandcamp, and quite a lot. Amazon, everywhere. It's called, just Google King Shaft. The album is called HIM. So it's available anywhere. Yeah, YouTube, IG, TikTok, everywhere really.
Oh, okay. All right. That for sure we will do. So to all the listening audience or that's tapping in right now, this is a King Shaft. He's out of South Africa. When you have a chance, please go in and check him out across the airwaves. All right. And I thank you for coming through, King Shaft. Of course, we are going to vibe out with one of your tracks. Keep listening, keep sharing. I know it's almost midnight, but then again, it's the weekend. And we know how much South Africa likes to party. So do share with them and tell them to continue the party because your girl, Dr. Empress Rose, is alive on air. Thank you for being here. And the last words for the listeners.
Yeah, give thanks. Give thanks for tuning in. I think go out there and check out the album and enjoy. There's a song for everyone and for every moment and for every mood. So yeah, support reggae music, especially now that it's reggae month. I think that there's a lot of music out there that people can check it out and listen to. So out of South Africa, I say thank you. And also check out Concrete Jungle, where we actually cook this album. There's good artists coming up as well. So yeah, big up and thank you to you and your listeners.
Blessed love. All right, we're going to vibe out to this track, and I want you guys to keep it locked. Again, keep sharing as well. This is one and only.
Give thanks and praise to the Father. I know you are a Rastaman. Give thanks and praise to the Mother. Ahoy, 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 Rastaman. Ahoy, 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 Rastaman. 4 a.m. early in the morning, we rise up and wash up the body. Give thanks for the blessings in the morning. Breath of life and the sun is shining. Ahoy, 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 Rastaman. Ahoy, 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 Rastaman. Get on the road, crossing the border.
legacy built for the next generation. I take a stand in this year I'm a Gideon. No weapon from for I shall prosper. I'm a tree.
For we fight not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. Jah Rastafari Selassie. Vengeance is not mine. Vengeance is not mine. I'm taking the long way home. If you seek, you will find, and you know when your timing is right. When them see we with a smile on we face, it a shatter them heart. When them see we with
Ladies and gentlemen, you are tapped in listening to the tunes of Yasha Money. I tell you, before I introduce Yasha Money to all the persons tapping in right now, and there are a few persons that haven't heard me, and as well, and saying Empress Rose, it's good to hear you. Did not hear me for the month of January, but I have actually been sick for 6 weeks, and I am not talking about just a little illness. Very sick, very very sick. Still not 100%, but I am here serving the masses. I must say that, though, as we continue to explore the impact of the reggae genre, we cannot neglect the other West Indies islands whose contributions have been instrumental in shaping the genre. Trinidad and Tobago, who have individualized their collective use of their unique style, the influences and innovations to push reggae music forward, both musically and culturally. Lest we forget, soca is very much relevant, loud, and proud. Again, I tell you, we will not. We also would like to highlight the islands who take the time out as well, to also give back to our reggae music. And so, of course, today's Yasha Money, she hails out of Trinidad and Tobago. You have been vibing to her tune in the background, Vengeance. In just less than 60 seconds, I'm going to be bringing her on. So keep it locked, keep sharing. Yasha Money is going to be live in less than 60 seconds.
just seek, find, and you know when your timing is right. The sun and the moon shine for a reason. That's why there's so many seasons. Do some self-searching right now and reason, and reason, and reason. If the sun shall not smite I by day, nor the moon by night, why should you fuss and fight? You never polite. Don't be late, Hellgate awaits vengeance. Oh no 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 no, it's not mine. It's not. Oh, 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 oh. I'm taking the long way home. Just seek, find, and you know when your timing is right.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've been tapping in and you have been vibing to the sounds of Yasha Money, and she is currently in studio. Yasha Money hails out of Trinidad and Tobago. She's doing the damn thing. Yasha Money, how are you?
I am blessed, my sister. Blessed love. Blessed love to you, Sister Rose.
I thank you, my dear. Thanks for being here and actually raising the reggae banner across the aisle as well. And the various persons that have actually tapped in across our social media platforms, and saying, yes, we love what it is that you do,
Yes,
as well. So talk to me, about, for instance, we're just listening to Vengeance, but before we get into the song Vengeance as well, talk to me about, your love for the music itself. Of course, one of the consistent questions to all the artists on today's show is to talk about how much it is that the music influence your livity and as well your greatest achievements in reggae. So let's start with that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, the music has influenced my entire life, I would say. And this is something that people underrate or they underrate the power of music. Music, I would say, has changed my life considerably, I give thanks to the major influencers that I looked in the past at, the late great Bob Marley, Miss Rita Marley, Peter Tosh. These are the guys that I listened to as a child with my dad, But growing up and becoming an adult, this is where, to me, I see where music really makes a difference in our life. I used to attend Morgan State University in Baltimore, Maryland, and when I got there, I was nowhere close to what a Rasta queen should be. I didn't fight Rastafari yet, but I love my little music,
Yes.
And within the whole vibration, I'm trying to stay clean and pure and not get caught up in the Babylon ways. I gravitated to Rastafari. And in so doing, the music got me. I would go to the park all in Baltimore and listen to the free reggae, the live bands. There was a Kingman called Rasty Dow from Jamaica. I love him, the late great. He did poetry on reggae. And those times I wasn't even an artist. I just loved the vibration of it, And in meeting people, I realized this is what I love. And it changed considerably. I could have been dancing in a club,
Yes.
If you know how life really is in the real world. And reggae music drew me, to the King, Haile Selassie, Rastafari, as well, to the liberty, and then later on, as a messenger in music. So it has definitely influenced my life positively.
What would you say is your greatest achievement thus far?
Being the first female, and I don't like really seeing police and laugh, and in this time in here, sister, we are all soldiers in Jaham.
That's true.
Working towards a common goal. We want to make sure we fight down the evil ways of the system and, sustain ourselves properly, with a plan and with a purpose. But going to Africa and being the first female Trinidad reggae artist to touch the soil, the motherland, it was definitely, to me, greatness.
I love that. All right. It's interesting. We have Yellow out of New York, and he said, what has the experience been for you in Africa, or what would you like to convey to the listeners in terms of, traveling to Africa and being on the soil?
Listen, my sister, my brothers, we fail to realize how important it is to touch our roots. When I got there, I came forward a different empress, you see? And the experience was beautiful. I want to say shout out to all my Africa, family. The reception was great. They treated me like a queen, sister. They love us, and, sometimes they don't, they never really knew what we went through, until now when we talk about it and they look at it. We look at it from, we were taken away 400 years, But now they're looking at it like they were taken away from us 400 years, So it's a beautiful vibration. It is a welcoming feeling, you know. So the reception was beautiful. South Africa is a beautiful place. Really well infrastructure as well, you know. The love is there, and that's the key. They love their reggae music, you know. They stay firm to Rastafari, you know. And they hold us Caribbean brothers and sisters in high esteem, just as we do them. So the experience was beautiful, beautiful indeed.
Wow, wow. I'm loving what I'm hearing. I'm loving what I'm hearing as well. It is that, you know, for myself, I've been there. And so it is one of my favorite spots to be. And we know how cold South Africa can get as well. And we just had her brother, King Shaft, who, you know, I was able to hear him, and so clearly he sounds like he's next door to me. We know about the load shedding and stuff like that, and sometimes the connection is not great, but today he sounded like he was right next to me. To the listeners as well, I have to keep highlighting Reggae Month exclusive, and, you know, the banner itself, Reggae Month, whereas Reggae Month is a global event, and you're witnessing it here right now and being able to hear the various artists that are tapping in. We have Aklerh that graced us out of Ghana. We opened up with Ben Priest, one of the biggest musicians out of Nigeria as well. We have King Shaft that we just tapped in as well. King Shaft, hail out of South Africa. And here we have our sister out of Trinidad and Tobago, who has been to South Africa and experienced, you know, there as well. We are talking about, this is a global event. I have many countries, especially those with large, exactly, especially those with large Jamaican diaspora populations. You know, such as the countries we have all talked about. But let's not forget UK. We have other exclusives that are going to be joining us within the next coming weeks that are hailing out of UK, that are hailing out of the US, that are hailing out of Canada. You know, some of the other countries are ready. They're able, and you hold your own celebrations as well. So look within your own countries to see what's going on for Reggae Month. As well, these international events, they help the reggae cultural influence to extend beyond Jamaica, showcasing how reggae messages resonate with diverse cultures worldwide, of course. I'm going to tap into another track from our Yasha Money, and when we come back, we'll take the last two questions from Yasha Money. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back with more Yasha Money. This is a positive mindset.
In this life, you have to hold a positive mindset. Positive mindset. Despite things in a mess, we don't deal with no stress. Focus on things that will bring happiness. Try do your best. Invest in your success. I voice must be heard. So much things need address. Light is the dark as is life over death. Jah will protect. Positive mindset. Despite things in a mess, we don't deal with no stress. Focus on things that will bring happiness. Try do your best. Invest in your success. I voice must be heard. So much things need address. Light is the dark as is life over death. Jah will protect. Hey. Standing firm on solid ground. Cannot drain my energy. Not try water me down. Feminine power. Lion is where the crown. Protect my peace of mind. That's where you belong. Never forget where you're coming from. Bridges you cross, never burn them down. Keep on smiling, now but a frown. Throughout all trials and tribulation, seeking knowledge and wisdom. Cannot be driven by emotion. Slew them demons as them come. The one that's within and those that's about. Positive. Positive mindset. Despite things in a mess, we don't deal with no stress. Focus on things that will bring.
Yes, Yasha Money at the control. The track you're listening to in the background is, of course, Positive Mindset. And before I get to the track itself, allow me to actually shout out some more of our countries as well. Mauritius. Mauritius. Person don't know about Mauritius. Or is it Mauritius? Whatever. They know. They know me over there.
Mauritius.
Welcome to Mauritius, out of Africa. I see you guys. I thank you for tapping in as well. Gambia, I love you guys. Kenya, what time is it in Kenya right now? Let's see. It's like, oh my God. I don't believe it's like a couple minutes to 1 or almost 2 o'clock. Well, Kenya doesn't sleep. Kenya loves reggae. We appreciate you guys as well. Yes. So Kenya is just getting up right now, to go to a club as well. I love you. I love you guys. I love you guys wholeheartedly, and I really thanks for the support across the world and to all the persons that are sending, love to me and that knew that I have been sick within the past months. I appreciate your blessings. I appreciate all the prayers as well that you have sent out to me, and I'm happy to be here again. Still not 100%, but it is that I sign up for this, right? So I am here and I'm representing as well. So Yasha Money. Yes. So we
don't give you the strength, I'm telling you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. We have two remaining questions from our listening audience before we tap out as well. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So out of Guyana says, thanks to see my sister representing from the island as well. And who's this? This is, her name is Sister. She says, thanks for representing for the small islands. It's a pleasure. Seeing another island within the mix as well. And she's loving the tracks as well. She would like to know a little bit about the track Positive Mindset. She loves the positive vibes. So talk to us about Positive Mindset, the track.
Yes, I blessed love to you, beautiful queens, and all our Caribbean listeners as well. Not leaving out anyone, It's just one love always. It's just oneness, Positive mindset. I want to give love to Silver Diamond Production out of Jamaica. It is so tough being a female artist, especially in an island where reggae isn't primary genre. It is very difficult linking with producers who are willing to work with you and give you that chance,
Yes.
And I must say much love and respect to my sister Vania Colors out of Jamaica, who put me on to Silver Diamond, and building a beautiful network is the only way we can all progress, So I linked up with the sister who linked me with Silver Diamond Production. And I've always been someone who never really liked negative vibes. I've always tried to look at the positive. Reason being, once you start to look at the negative, my sisters, especially today, I'm going to talk to you, you will get licked and defeated. You have to try to look at the little tiny light in any single circumstance that's not going your way, or you think it's not going your way. Things not going your way, you will believe it is to go your way in the future. You see? So the inspiration, positive mindset came because of my God principle. My principle was, what I stand by. And so hence the message, positive mindset, was created. And it was co-written with another artist in Trinidad, and blessed it stands to his, it's good to have people to bounce off and add and, vibe with, especially as a female artist too in the industry. So give thanks. But the message came from my inner being, just wanting to make sure that this year, in the future, we try to be as positive as possible. It works. It really works, my sisters, my brothers. It works. Positivity really works.
Love it, love it. Love it, love it. In conclusion as well, what can the listening audience look forward to I know the year is still young, and the amount of things that has happened throughout within the past month. I know it feels like it's December. However, yes. However, it is that what do we have to look? What does the listening audience have to look forward to in terms of Yashamani for the rest of the year in terms of live performances?
Yes, I'm going again to the land, spreading the tour to Johannesburg. Once all goes well, Jah will. I've been to Cape Town twice, and I want to extend to Johannesburg, and if I can even do Zimbabwe, which is close, that would be, well, not close, but in Africa, it's still in enough proximity. That would be good. So yes, going forward to the motherland again is part of the plan. I would also be coming to Jamaica to do some work on my lyrics and my delivery. Sometimes it's great to stutter among the masters then, So I'm coming to do some work in Jamaica, work with Silver Diamond Production, Benji Myers, and one or two other producers, messages. The more messages we put out, the better it is, That's what we came for, to inspire and empower, So you might just see me, Empress Rosie.
Yes.
My pass too.
I am looking forward. I am looking forward. I really appreciate you coming through. And of course, we will invite you for a longer interview in the future. But right now, we are going to vibe out with Positive Mindset. I thank you for being here. To the list.
Send some love to 2-3 people, my family. I have some of my co-workers logged in from Trinidad as well. I am Flo, you don't know. And my brother Martin, it's all love. So love and respect, Silver Diamond Production. Easy Kel, bless her.
All right.
Rastafari.
We are vibing out with Positive Mindset. This has been Yashamani. Shout out to Silver Diamond, the producer on this track. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it locked. You're always welcome to keep sharing. And
in this life, you have to hold a positive mindset. Positive mindset. Despite things in a mess, we don't deal with no stress. Focus on things that will bring happiness. Try do your best. Invest in your success. I voice must be heard. So much things need address. Light is the dark as is life over death. Jah will protect. Positive mindset. Despite things in a mess, we don't deal with no stress. Focus on things that will bring happiness. Try do your best. Invest in your success. I voice must be heard. So much things need address. Light is the dark as is life over death. Jah will protect. Hey. Standing firm on solid ground. Cannot drain my energy. Not try water me down. Feminine power, lioness wear the crown. Protect my peace of mind. That's where you belong. Never forget where you're coming from. Bridges you cross, never burn them down. Keep on smiling, now but a frown. Throughout all trials and tribulation, seeking knowledge and wisdom. Cannot be driven by emotion. Slew them demons as them come. The one that's within and those that's about. Positive. Positive mindset. Despite things in a mess, we don't deal with no stress. Focus on things that will bring happiness. Try do your best. Invest in your success. Voice must be heard. So much things need address. Light is the dark as is life over death. Jah will protect. Positive mindset. Despite things in a mess, we don't deal with no stress. Focus on things that will bring happiness. Try do your best. Invest in your success. Voice must be heard. So much things need address. Light is the dark as is life over death. Jah will protect. Ain't no way I ain't giving up any day. Skies are gray. If you may, you can say what you wanna say. It's okay, it's okay. I ain't come here if you ramp. I ain't come here if you play. I got trends to set. Jah never leave I yet. Jah never leave I yet. I ain't Come here for friends, never come for pretend. I have no regrets, full of confidence. High grade cess, no cigarette. Never let them put your mind in offense. Chant to some, reconnect. High frequency, stay positive.
TH Records. Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. Keep right, keep right, keep right. To the world I'm a fans, Dubbeleye, we are do it right, do it right. We don't know where them feel like, feel like, yo chill pill. We are do it in a real life, real life, real life. Remember the days where we used to see. Been through life, the rough part I eat. No hungry days, man, still a holy. Enough bruises and scars, you know. Road may rocky, but we not give up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. We are currently tapped into the sounds of Dubbeleye, who is going to be joining me momentarily. And to all the listeners, I appreciate you tapping in as well. We are celebrating Reggae Month, and our Reggae Month exclusive, we are highlighting the stuff reggae music. I see that as reggae music is celebrated across the world, at times persons think that, less of dancehall as well. Well, boy, that's for another topic. And to all the dancehall fans and dancehall artists who feel that, you are sometimes overlooked, just know that there's it might be a long way. Yeah, the playing field will be equalized, sooner than you think as well. So stand tall. I must say that I'm appreciating the artists making some good dancehall music out of Jamaica as well. Trust me, if you look and listen, you will find whatever it is that you need to find in terms of great dancehall music, as you yourself would put it. And to all the persons that are currently tapped in across, I don't have, I'm working by myself. So it is that to all the persons that are currently tapped in the various platforms as well, I am doing my best to get to everyone and shout them out as well. Shout out to Killer Image Records, of course, Progress Boss from out of Canada, Arlene Stamp from out of Jamaica. Big ups to Arlene. I appreciate you tapping in as well. All my persons that's tapping in right now on IG. I see you, Mikey Jarrett, Pauline Minor. Yes, I thank you for being here, Gilbert Nathan. I'm going to be shouting out you guys, okay, over the course of this Reggae Month exclusive as well. So keep it locked. Do not go anywhere. Dubbeleye is going to be up in less than 60 seconds, and I will be right back. Of Dubbeleye. The name of this track that you're currently listening to is called Real Life. And of course, Dubbeleye is currently in studio. Dubbeleye, how are you doing?
I'm fine in Empress Rose. How are you doing today?
Well, once there's life, there's hope. And I thank, I am thankful for the Most High for being here today as well and keeping me alive, being able to be here to bring this Regiment exclusive to the listening audience across the world, and for all the fine people right now that are tapping in and sending, praises to all the artists that have been on the show and the ones that are remaining as well. All right. So I'm telling you right now, there are a few persons across the aisle that are already sending in questions for you. One of the questions I have, this is coming out of Barbados, and this is from Misha. She would like to know about the name. She says that, Jamaican artists have some very interesting names. Talk to me about the Dubbeleye. How did you arrive at that name?
All right, Empress. It's a funny question still, because it's a very long story, you know. we always laugh about it. Like when we're there at the studio, me and my friend them, we always laugh about the name. Oh, me get that name there. It's a long story, but never tell you. Because we have time, no?
No, we don't have time, so make it very short. Make it very short. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, Empress. My father.
Yes.
My father named Chipseye. Chipseye, like you have a chip, like you drop and get a chip.
Yes.
For your foot and a bruise. My father is a bike man, he ride bike, so he always a crash off of the bike. He always a get him chip them, so them call him Chipseye.
You
understand? So from when me say me I do this music thing, Empress Rose.
Yeah.
Me just say me I go call myself Dubbeleye, Cause my father named Chipseye, so my eye them very big, So me just remix it off of that name there and just call myself Dubbeleye.
All right. I mean, the story wasn't too bad, Yeah, it was short and spicy. But yeah, Jamaicans do have some very interesting names in terms of, what they bring to the masses as well. So that is the story behind Dubbeleye. Of course, it is that for a week one Reggae Month exclusive, there's one consistent question. We would like to know how much, of course, it is the reggae music influence what you're doing in terms of your recordings as well. But if you can also talk to us about your greatest achievements in reggae thus far.
Well, Empress, greatest achievement do you get in a reggae right now? I like, whenever they are getting a stage performance, nobody know it. So we did very young in the music. We're young. We have ourselves as somebody we just started the music. So we start get some calls to go up on some stage show now when we can show the people. And people are listening to my music from the garrison and they don't know reggae. Them love it. Them start put it out. Well, reggae is something from what the reggae I make me achieve a lot there, man. From what the me just I tell you, Empress. I just feel good for knowing say, all right. I get all a work permit through the reggae music,
Yeah.
As you did know already,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we hold this interview Empress, when media thought me and show you say get a one entry in America, and if me never do the reggae music or if me never do music overall, I wouldn't get a chance we can see America because I never go to America yet. And reggae music give me that chance to get a visa, a US visa, if we can go in a two little place, do two interview, do a little stage show there. And I mean, it was a good experience. And a reggae music, me can come back, come talk to my friend them and tell them when we go through in America, how America was. And you understand?
Love it, love it. Hear what?
Yeah. So,
I love it. I like you said, for the younger artists on the island who themselves is probably thinking there's no way out and they will never get to go to an another country as well, not just the US but other countries as well. It gives them hope to know that you are starting out and you are making waves and you had the opportunity to visit the US because it is that you pursued the reggae music genre as well. Well, guess what? I'm going to jump to one of your other tracks. And when we come back, we have the last two questions for you, or we will take from the listening audience. I'm cracking up because the listening audience is cracking me up with a few questions as well. We have Elizabeth and Tyrone out. I said, boy, that reggae, that Jamaican accent is very strong.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
very
right.
strong, you know.
Yes. All right. So I'm gonna jump to one of your tracks, and we'll be right back with our last two questions. Keep it locked. Don't go not go anywhere. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Do not go anywhere. This is Dubbeleye. He hails out of Jamaica, and you're listening to.
Look, it's Dubbeleye. Roots rockin' reggae, island vibes, yeah, we holding it steady. Yeah. Roots rockin' reggae, roots rockin' reggae. We love the roots rockin' reggae, island vibes, yeah, we holding it steady. It was a cool Sunday morning, me and the warriors them chanting. We are go all a river vibes in our midst. Me a fi link the roots man, cause me want it. Touch up a skin me fi some tall spliff. Same time me side couple darling. Tell me little IJamaica say we call them, cause river vibes yeah we know miss. On the river, roots rockin' reggae, roots rockin' reggae. We love the roots rockin' reggae, island vibes, yeah we holding it steady. Watch it make me weed out me garden, build up the fence them. I make a step, now them start feel like presents. I listen, I see, I make me feel content. All when they ain't got a red scent. Sipping up some spring water from the calabash. Sweet to the taste bud, make me want another shot. Lift just blaze out, Empress Bill another one. On the river bank, so
yes. Roots rockin' reggae, you are tapped in with Dubbeleye, and I tell you, he is whole vibe and stuff like that as well. I have various persons that's telling me about Dubbeleye vibes. They love your vibes as well. And the track itself, Roots Rockin' Reggae. They're loving that track as well. Real life, we talked about Roots Rockin' Reggae. So I will get to the last two questions, which are coming from persons across the aisle. All right. We have Frank out of South Carolina. He says, yeah, he loved the Jamaican accent as he loved the Jamaican accent, and he's going to be tapping into this show. He has just heard about this show 2 days ago, and he's loving everything he hears from the artists who are across the aisle in Africa, as well as other islands as well. And he's loving the Jamaican accent. Always love the accent. And so he's asking, what's your preference in terms of reggae? I think what he's saying is, do you love the cultural side of reggae? Do you love the dancehall side? Or are you a mixture where you love it all?
I love it as a mixture, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Love the dancehall and the reggae, because we look into Jubba dancehall EP that season here. As you can see, we just dropped a single, which is a reggae single, Keep Right. We also name it on all musical platforms, Real Life. So you guys can check it out. That is a new reggae single, but Dubbeleye, I look for come with dancehall EP, which is I think it is gonna be 8 or 7 tracks. we all done the songs, but we're looking forward to do some cover art and some video graphics, some small things holding us up right now. But we're looking for busing this year. We're going for it this year, you know? Yeah, we have a high up this year. So now ease up that year on the both sides. So you can listen for Dubbeleye with the dancehall this year, and you can listen for Dubbeleye with the reggae this year. Because we're coming hard too, you know? Yeah.
All right. We have Tisha and Miguel out of Guyana. They're asking if you will be visiting the small island at all.
Yeah, I know somebody to make a trip around Guyana. I'm an engineer, chill pill entertainment. I just some simple things really hold us back right now, but we're going forward for it. We're on our way. All of it. You understand? We're coming to the small island. We should go. We miss Guyana for December, but this year we're coming to Guyana for sure. Because we have some people down there in Guyana. We do all some dub.
Rockin' reggae, roots rockin' reggae. We love the roots rockin' reggae. Island vibes, yeah, we holding it steady. Look, it's Dubbeleye. Roots rockin' reggae. Island vibes, yeah, we holding it steady. Yeah. Roots rockin' reggae. Roots rockin' reggae. We love the roots rockin' reggae. Island vibes, yeah, we holding it steady. It was a cool Sunday morning. Me and the warriors, them chanting. We are go all a river vibes in our midst. Me a fit, link the roots, man, cause me want it. Touch up a skinny for some tall spliff. Same time a side couple, darling. Tell me little hygiene, say we call them. Cause river vibes, yeah, we nah miss. On the river, roots rockin' reggae. Roots rockin' reggae. We love the roots rockin' reggae. Island vibes, yeah, we holding it steady. Watch it make me weed out me garden. Build up the fence them. I make a step, now them start feel like presents. I listen, I make me feel content. All when they ain't got a red scent. Sipping up some spring water from the calabash. Sweet to the taste bud, make me want another shot. Spliff just blaze out. Empress bill another one. On the river bank, so we crank up the roots rockin' reggae. Roots rockin' reggae. We love the roots rockin' reggae. Island vibes, yeah, we holding it steady. Roots rockin' reggae. Roots rockin' reggae. We love the roots rockin' reggae. Island vibes, yeah, we holding it steady. Rockin' reggae, roots rockin' reggae. We love the roots rockin' reggae. Island vibes, yeah, we holding it steady. Look, it's Dubbeleye. Roots rockin' reggae. Island vibes, yeah, we holding it steady. Yeah. Roots rockin' reggae. Roots rockin' reggae. We love the roots rockin' reggae. Island vibes, yeah, we holding it steady. It was a cool Sunday morning. Me and the warriors, them chanting. We are go all a river vibes in our midst.
The hills are steep and the valley so deep and the journey is incomplete. Give thanks and praise. Say we gotta give thanks and praise. Give each and every day. Working hard to earn my pay, but when the payday comes, it is already living simple, it never bothered me, 'cause I know the best things in life are free. I turn my radio on and listen to my favorite song. I may not have the best of things, but I made the best of who I am. Steep and the valley so deep and the journey is incomplete. Give thanks and praises. Say we've got
To the listening audience, you are vibing to the sounds of Jubba White. I'm telling you, he's a force to be working with. You know, he has a lots of talents. Of course, he is a Grammy nominated session musician as well. But let me tell you, we get back to Reggae Month and exclusives and what exactly does it mean when we talk about Reggae Month, which serve as an opportunity as well for educational institutions and organizations who are hosting workshops, lectures, and panel discussions on reggae's cultural and historical significance, we would shout out here at our one-on-one music review show. We would like to shout out all the educational institutions and organizations who are hosting workshops for the month of February in honor of Reggae Month as well. There are present initiatives as well for featured established scholars and musicians and cultural activists to discuss reggae's impact on the industry, its role in social movements, and its connection to Rastafarianism. Yeah, that's a big one right there. I think it's of relevance to involving younger generations in the educational discussions as well, because they do play a role in the future of reggae music on a whole. As we look at Reggae Month as a global event that fosters a sense of ownership and respect for the genre, it's so important for us to ensure that the genre's reggae legacy, I must say, lives on through informed advocacy, both artistically and politically. I do not want you to go anywhere, because we are going to be talking with Jubba, is going to shed some light on the subject as well, as he is a very seasoned musician, but he's also an artist. Do not go anywhere. You're listening to Jubba White, give thanks and praises. Keep on sharing the live. We also have Fred Locks that is in the wings, and he will close out our show today. Keep it locked right here on our Reggae Month exclusive. This is the one-on-one music review show, and I am your host, Dr. Empress Rose G.
And praise. Say we gotta give thanks and praise. Though the hills are steep and the valley so deep and the journey is incomplete, give thanks and praise. Say we gotta give thanks and yes. Give each and every day. But when the payday comes, it is already done. Living simple, it never bothered me, 'cause I know the best things in life are free. I turn my radio on and listen to my favorite song. I may not have the best of things, but I made the best of who I am. Give thanks and praise. Say we gotta give thanks and praise. Yeah, though the hills are steep and the valley so deep and the journey is incomplete, give thanks and praise.
vibing across the aisle to Jubba White's track and saying Empress Rose. We love the show. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. I cannot, keep on saying it as well. And we look forward each and every week for the month of February. You can look forward to the various artists that are going to be tapping in. Of course, Jubba is, currently alive and well. We have been having some connection issues back and forth towards the end of the show here, but we are still standing. All right. So with all due respect, ladies and gentlemen, you can keep on sharing. So also, I would like to pick up all. We are double streaming as well in various countries. So I would like to shout out Japan. I don't know who is awake in Japan right now, but shout out to you, Singapore, Thailand, Brazil, all the African countries, Canada, Jamaica, all the small islands, and the US of A. I thank you guys for tapping in right now. So, yes, we do have Jubba White in the wings. Jubba, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I tell you what. Oh, yeah, I am alive and well, and I am grateful that I am alive and be able actually to, be able to be here today and stream the show. Lots of persons were looking forward to Reggae Month exclusive, and even though I've been very sick for 6 weeks, it is that I'm 90% better, and I'm happy that I am here to serve, because that's what I signed up for.
Yeah, man, and it's more power to you, health and strength, and I tell you, gonna when you're doing the work, you're preserved in the best way possible to ensure that the work can go on. And it's done more. Big up and thanks for having me, and thanks to your listening audience.
Yes. I tell you, there's a host of persons that's just chilling across the aisle. There's so many persons that have gone in and out of the various rooms. And I would like just to remind persons as well that, I'm doing this by myself. So it is that if I don't get to your questions in time, please do not hold it against me. And as well, you're also welcome to go onto the artist, social media as well. And you can tell them that you heard them here on the show. And you can also let them know how much it is that you appreciate what they are doing for the masses as well. And upholding the reggae umbrella. Reggae Month exclusive. Yeah. Somebody told me that it's doing well and they're happy to hear the various artists across the aisle. So right out the back, we have May out of Jamaica. May, if you will please tap in and tell me where in Jamaica you're hailing from. But May out of Jamaica. And she says that she really loves Jubba White vibes. Jubba, there are people watching you. She loves your vibe.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for checking in.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I just good energy, and the energy comes from all of you. I and I, because it's all of you that make, the vibe continue. You know what I mean? Gonna give me strength.
Yes.
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 I can't do it without all that.
Yes.
Big up and thanks, man.
Well, within my introduction as well, I talk about Reggae Month and the fact that it serves an opportunity for educational institutions and organizations to host lectures and workshops and panel discussions and stuff. What to share with our audience in terms of, the educational institution or organization as a reggae artist and a session musician? How would you say to the listeners how productive it is for emerging and artists who are just getting started to ensure that as even beyond Reggae Month, that they look for educational pieces such as lectures and panel discussion to be a part of it, even if it just involves listening?
All right, well, I'm here with you on the things that and so then I have to first point to what you're doing. What you're doing is not just during Reggae Month. You're doing it throughout the year. And you have these platforms that are educational. So, I had not moved from here before mentioning you and what you do with your platform.
Oh, thank you.
So big up to you. You're part of all of it.
Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts, which is an institution I went to, and I have to say that I gained a lot from. My journey had started much, earlier than going into Edna, but Edna made, Edna, gave me a lot. And even since leaving Edna, for those that don't know, a lot of the musicians that are really present on the scene and touring, traveling and representing behind a lot of the superstars that, we know and love, from our genre, not only here in Jamaica, but, from other countries. A lot of their musicians have gone to Edna Manley, and, a lot are coming, So Edna Manley is turning out a lot of musicians. And so what that means, even not only catering to the students, current students and past students, but they have programs, and they have aging, discussions, every now and then that the public is welcome to. So I have to say kudos to them. We have institutions such as Alpha Boys. Most people would be familiar with Alpha Boys, through, older groups such as the Scatterlights, and many others that came through the institution. And of course, again, it's not just an institution that catered to, the people that came through the institution, but, people outside the doors. So yeah, I have to mention, and there are lots of individuals around. Music is a big part of our culture, and especially message music, and party music too. Because anything we do, we're great at it. Right? So, even in informal settings, there are many small groups, entities, and institutions that are out there, providing this. Sometimes people don't know where to look.
Yes.
But, there are institutions out there.
Yes.
So I don't think it's missing. It's just that not everybody is getting the message, but the message is going out.
Yes. Okay. I appreciate it. I love the response as well. We have Liza. She's out of Trinidad, and she says she's really loving the give thanks and praise song.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on the track itself?
Okay. Please repeat her name again.
Liza. Yes.
Big up, Liza. Enough respect. Thanks for tuning in from Trinidad. And thanks and praises. I'll just take this opportunity to say thanks to you. See, because that's what the song is about, right? It's about giving thanks and giving praises. We give praises to the Most High, and we give thanks, to, all the people that are supportive of us, and those who, their actions allow growth. I love to put it that way.
Yes.
So, Liza, thanks and praises. I'm just thankful. And every experience in life is a reason to be thankful, because even if some experiences are not the most pleasant, what they do is that they create growth. And I've learned over time, sometimes there will be hardships. We all go through them. But sometimes it takes a certain amount, or it takes a time, for you to realize and understand how to, alchemize, these experiences into positive. And so thanks and praises is a salute to all of that. Salute to all the people, and salute to the Most High for giving, the blessing smart, in way of bringing people, into our world, or bringing us into other people's world, people who bless us and we bless others, so we're just thankful for all of that, because we're here, right? Every morning we wake up is a reason to give thanks. So that song encompasses all of those things. So, yes, Liza, we give thanks. Again, thanks for tuning in.
All right. Well, to the listening audience, I am going to play Give Thanks and Praises for you guys again. And when we return, we will take more questions for Jubba White. Do not go anywhere.
So we gotta thanks and praises. So we gotta give thanks and praises. Na 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 na. Yeah. Everything in its own season. And if you need something to believe in yourself. Yeah. We are all here for a reason, and only time will tell. Yeah. Give thanks and praises. So we gotta give thanks and praises. Na 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 na. Though the hills are steep and the valley so deep and the journey is incomplete. Give thanks and praise. Yeah, so we gotta give thanks and praises. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Give thanks and praises. So we gotta give thanks and praises. We gotta take a little time sometimes. Sometimes you gotta get away. Take a little time for holiday. Sometimes you gotta ease your mind. Sometimes you gotta ease your mind. In the stillness of the night you chill, or in a cottage that's up on a hill. Sometimes you gotta ease your mind. Sometimes you gotta ease your mind. Oh oh, oh oh, oh oh.
They love the vibes, and we asked the Empress Rose to finish with all the Jamaicans. Well, guess what? It's a little bit of time for me. Okay, so since it is big on the African countries and they are ahead in terms of time, I always bring them on first, because when King Shaft was on, it was actually close to midnight for him, you know. And then as we talk about Ghana, well, Ghana is only like 5 hours ahead of us right here in the US. I'm streaming from the US, yes. And to someone who asks if I'm Jamaican, yes, me a Jamaican. You can't tell. I'm Jamaican all day, every day. Yes, I'm Jamaican. Yes, but I am currently in the US. I'm streaming from the US. Okay. So we in Jamaica are on the same time, but like for Ghana, who is 5 hours ahead, and we have to pay homage to the fact that it's close to midnight for some of them. And even though it's weekend and they want to go to the club, and they may have performances as well. So our Jamaicans are on the same time as us here in the US. And why not? You know, I wouldn't want to say, we necessarily leave the Jamaicans for last, but yes, they're here. They're here. We're going to tap in with more of Jubba White, of course. The first track we listened to was Give Thanks and Praises. And then I also introduced to you just now in the background, Sunshine Day. And so, Jubba, are you there?
I am here.
Yes. So, yes, you have an audience that's actually loving, what it is that you do. And for some of the persons who are actually tapping in, if you're following Jubba White, you would have known that he's a musician. So that means you're not following him based on this question. So you should follow him, because he always have drumming Wednesdays. Okay. And you will know that he plays the drum, and the drum is the pathway to the band as well. Yeah. once you have a good drummer, everything else is copacetic. Okay? So, yes, Jubba White is doing the damn thing as well. So, right, we have Kendrick out of Ghana that's saying, you know what? He followed you in terms of your drumming as well,
Okay.
and he loves what you do. And you know, he doesn't play the drums, but he would also like to know, you know, how does he, or can he get started on the drum, or even if he had to visit Jamaica to work with Jubba White, is it something that you do?
Okay. So first of all,
Mm-hmm.
I think I shouldn't say I think. I know. We're all musicians. All right. So that's the first answer I have.
Yes.
And I'll explain why I say that. We all have rhythm. And especially if we're from the motherland, you know we already have rhythm, right? And so we walk in rhythm, right? We talk with rhythm, right? So we're already, not all of us as human beings, we're already musicians. So I think one of the first things is to think about the drumming. One, as you said, Dr. Empress Rose, you know, the backbone of the music, which means that thing and that person behind those drums, he's the timekeeper. You know, he keeps everyone in check. That's one of the foundational principles of drumming. And if we're musicians, as we all are, all it is at any level that you're at, is to think of it as an extension of yourself. What do you want to express? How do you want to express what you express? And just translate that from your mind onto the instrument. So sometimes it's not about how advanced you are, how far you are. It's about expressions, right? Because I feel like this is what I feel. I feel that at any level a person is at, you know, in their growth, you know, in music, as it is in life, we all have something to say. We all have an expression that we can share. And it's not eloquently a person speaks, right? That is gonna make it for someone to understand them. It's about a connection, and a lot of times that connection comes through energy, because that kind of communication doesn't only have to do with words. You know, it has to do with body language. It has to do with expressions, right? And so therefore, that's one of the first things I'll say to anyone. Do not let you know, how good or how great another person is with what they're doing stop you from starting, or stop you from approaching it, or stop you from being original. All right. There's no, you know, for me personally, I don't think that there's any particular blueprint, you know, to doing something that is creative, because the very word create, creative, creation means it should be coming from the heart, you know. So your music, you're a musician, you know, from the day you were born. So just do what you love, and just let your expression speak for itself. Let your body, let the music be an extension of you, and just express. That's the best way I know how to explain it.
Well, I tell you, you're never short of giving the perfect responses. I tell you, I love your responses. You know, you've been doing this for a very long time. Of course, it is. There's one question that's consistent across the board for each and every artist that passed through, at least for week one, here on the Reggae Month exclusive as well. And it's, you know, as we talk about how reggae music influenced the lives, not just locally, but across the world as a global instrument as well. And we have Margaret as well, who wants me to embark on this question. And what's your greatest achievement you think thus far that you have acquired, you know, during your reggae music accomplishments here?
Okay. All right. Well, greatest achievement. You know, for me, you know, it's a good question. It's an interesting question, and it's a question that you know has you know can come from various can be answered from various perspectives.
Yes.
What I'll say for me personally, I feel that my greatest achievement on a personal level, you know, has been the growth that I've had in being able to express myself through my music. Because, you know, just on a very basic level, because I feel like that's like the foundation of it all, right? Like everything in life has to do with growth. And so I think my biggest achievement is, you know, starting from where I started, gaining the experiences that I've had, you know, and being able to translate that through the music and have people feel, you know, what I feel through the music, or be able, you know, to have their own perception of that feeling based on what is given. So it's something that grows, right? It grows through experience, and it grows through truth, you know, by you, you know, not being afraid to express, you know, yourself from, you know, your heart. You know, outside of that, so that I'd say is my biggest achievement. You know, the growth in confidence to understand and be able to deliver. And there's still a lot left for me to learn, right? But you know, if we talk about accolades, you know, and stuff like that, which is usually the more interesting part, you know, to hear, is, you know, with my band, you know, we entered, you know, a music competition, which was a global one. It was an international one. You know, we represented our country, Jamaica, at an international level. We did it at a national level, and we won here locally.
Yes.
And then, you know, we went on to represent, you know, Jamaica. And this was held in Malaysia in 2011. And there we were among 17 countries. You know, 17 bands representing their various countries was a total of 17 countries. And let me mention that this was not a reggae competition, it was a multi-genre competition. And so we had, you know, countries like Brazil, Russia, China, England, Germany, Malaysia themselves, you know, these countries, you know, were represented there. And yeah, that's a great accomplishment that at the end of the night, the judges voted us unanimously as the band that won the competition. You know, so the country was proud for a minute because we represented ourselves and the country and came home with first prize. You know, so for music and for reggae music coming out of Jamaica, we represented on that level and was able to make ourselves and our country proud. I'd say, you know, there have been other awards such as the Jamaica Star, you know, Band of the Year award in 2012. There's the Simba Award from Coalition to Preserve Reggae, you know, in New York. There's, you know, like congressional proclamation from, you know, a congresswoman in New York that, you know, basically awarded us that because of our contribution to communities through music. You know, but again, I'd say like a great accomplishment has been the experiences I've had touring and recording with a lot of our pioneers of the great reggae music, right? You know, people like Mighty Diamonds, Max Romeo, Uri, you know, all these legends. As youths, as a youth, I had the opportunity to be on the road touring, you know, with these artists in the studio, you know, so that was another college for me, you know, just learning, you know, by being able to be in studio and on the road. You know, I'm also a Billboard one producer. You know, I also got nominated, you know, as a session musician for Grammy with Burning Spears 2003 album Free Man. You know, so there's been some achievements, and you know, it's heartwarming. I'm proud of myself. you know, and it's humbling all at the same time. You know what I mean? So yeah, you don't know.
Wow, quite an achievement, I must tell you. And right now, there are persons that's glued to the platforms and saying, "What?" You know, because and how cool Jubba White is, and he just on the platform and he just do his things, and you're not like Empress Rose that posts too much in her bio. You see, what happened is there's a difference. I'm an introvert and I don't like people asking me all these questions. So I put whatever I can in my bio and leave it there. Right? Exactly. Well, I tell the listening audience that while Reggae Month, our Reggae Month exclusive is a time to spotlight new talent. It also honors reggae icons such as, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Dennis Brown, and Jimmy Cliff. Let's not forget Jimmy Cliff. I love Jimmy Cliff. I need to have Jimmy Cliff on my show, by the way. Their contributions have shaped reggae music's global stature. And Reggae Month reinforces the cultural and political importance of reggae music as a genre as well, right? Well, Jubba White is doing the damn thing. And I tell you, his recordings is not just about him being a session musician and acquiring all the accolades and plus more. Let me tell you, he did not say everything, okay? But his recordings speaks volumes, I might tell you. I am going to tap in again for you guys. I would like you guys to listen to is Sunshine Girl. I had started playing it and go nowhere. This is Sunshine Day, and I will be right back with more Jubba White. Go nowhere.
Sometimes you gotta get away, take a little time for holiday. Sometimes you gotta ease your mind. Sometimes you gotta ease your mind. In the stillness of the night you chill, or in a cottage that's up on a hill. Sometimes you gotta ease your mind. Sometimes you gotta ease your mind. Oh, 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 oh. Sunshine day, every day can be a holiday. Sunshine day, come everyone, let's go out and play. Sunshine day, every day can be a holiday. Sunshine day, come everyone, let's go out and play.
Problem, them are rolling like a tsunami. Feel so battered cause I know I got no army. Yet all the shatter all around me's like a bee swarm me. Take me away, where we put away devices and turn off the Wi-Fi. Have a drink, light it up, my meds get so sky high. No TV program, no drama, no sci-fi. Out in nature now I feel like I can fly. Take me away, so far away. Say I got to be chillin' out, got to be chillin' out.
Sunshine day.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for tapping in across the aisle. Trust and believe that, yes, I am seeing you guys, okay? And I am going to be shouting out all the various platforms in just a minute. But to all the countries who are tapped in, Montreal, Toronto, Canada, all the persons across Canada, all the persons who are tapping in Jamaica from Trenchtown, big up to Proverbs, big up to Silver Diamond, big up to Ronnie Rowe. The various producers are as well who are listening, and the promoters of the events as well. Did you hear all the artists on this show? Please do not hesitate to book any of the artists that you will hear in today's broadcast and future broadcasts for your show. You can also reach out to them across their social media platforms and, drop them a line as well and let them know that you would, you would like to do something with them as well. Yes, they're available. Just would like to remind persons, of the existence of the Reggae Month and the significance as well. It's particularly celebrated in February as well. And as well, it serves as a significant platform for both established and emerging artists. Throughout today's show, you are able to hear artists who are just starting out, emerging artists, and artists who are established. That's what we do right here on the One-on-One Music Review as well. So, yes, it's a significant platform itself for established and emerging artists, and we provide a concentrated period of focus on reggae music and its culture during this month as well. Our celebration primarily is centered in Jamaica, and it has a ripple effect globally, drawing attention to the reggae roots and evolution while encouraging cross-cultural collaborations and promoting reggae's enduring cultural legacy. So much it is that when we talk about cross-cultural collaborations, we have been able to hear from various countries, Aklerh out of Ghana, and the Jamaicans who are actually, some are just here in Aklerh for the first time and say, whoa, I love what she brings to the masses. She is a vibe as well. We opened up with Ben Priest out of Nigeria, that African connection that is ever so strong. As well, Trinidad. Yeah, we had Yasha, who today, she released we hear one of her tracks here, Positive Mindset, which is from recent to release album. But I must tell you, we have an educator who is actually sitting in with Jubba. Jubba never disappoints me. Always bring me these great people that just fits the script. He goes above and beyond, and that's what I like about him. So he has an educator in the back. His name is Aaron, right? And it's not just about educating students in Jamaica. He also does it across the aisle in Africa. So Aaron, come on the mic and tell us how are you, Aaron? How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Dr. Rose?
I am doing well. I am doing the damn thing. Yes.
I hear you doing it. Thanks for all the work you're doing.
Yes. We talk about the educational piece as well. It's not just about the music. There's so much that's attached to Reggae Month and the educational piece. And for especially the new artists who are just starting out and think that everything is done in the studio, and not recognizing as well the education piece behind it goes a long way as well. Talk to me about you as an educator and what it is that you do in your world as well.
Well, absolutely. As an educator, I mean, it is essential that you learn, kind of for me, teach the rules to the children, teach the fundamentals, teach the basics to the children, from, what a chord is and what a musical note is and how to, train their voices or whatever, or if it's drumming, how do you find your rhythm on the drum and how do you play the drum properly? How do you use your instrument? How do you use your voice? And then once you can use your voice, how do you play with it and do different things that can, how do you collaborate with folks? How do you, record your work? How do you share your work? How do you market your work? How do you, price your work? There's so much to learn as an emerging artist, and the education is a lifelong journey, to be honest. I'm still learning, and I've been doing music since I was a child, and I'm, in my 50s now, and I'm still learning new things in the industry. So it's a goal to be a lifelong learner and to teach children to be lifelong learners and to be curious, from the time that they're children to the time that they're in their teens to the time that they're young adults and even through adulthood. Education is key.
Yeah. Well, to the listening audience, someone just asked about Fredlocks. So apparently Fredlocks is not going to be coming on today. And I am also, like I said, Jubba White is that person that always looks out. He goes above and beyond to ensure that he always represents in whatever, whenever he does an interview. And I'm so happy as well that he brought Aaron along. Yes, we are going a little bit over time as well. And thanks to all the platform who are accommodating, our Reggae Month as well. One of the things I must say as well, before I continue with what Aaron has said, I would just like to shout out the various platforms. I am so proud of all the different happenings for Reggae Month that I see in my feed, especially on Instagram. I see events that I didn't even know about that exist, that have been, it is not the first year that they're doing it. They have been doing it for years, but I have never seen them in my feed before. So as I go through my feed, I'm seeing a lot of Reggae Month events. And that's one of the things why it is as well. I wish to highlight that it is not just about the music and the musicians, but it's also about the workshops, the educational piece, and exploring the diversity as well, right? So as
it's amazing to see how over the years how Reggae Month has evolved and really emphasized the educational piece, and that's demonstrating that they're learning as well.
Yes, yes. And as well, the international events. It's not just Jamaica that's doing events, the international events that help reggae's culture influence extend beyond Jamaica. It's showcasing how reggae resonates with a diverse culture worldwide. And I am so happy to see it. It makes me so proud as well. I am always hailing the reggae banner every week on my show, but see the various places, the various organizations that have stepped forward and saying, whoa, I keep on telling people it's the number one genre, but I ain't got nobody to debate me yet. So for anybody that would like to debate me,
sir.
that is the number one genre, hit me up, because I am available all day for that subject right there. Yes.
There is no debate. I mean, I was at the Bob Marley Museum yesterday, and it was an international celebration. There were people from all around the world there to honor Bob Marley as the one of the chief ambassadors of this amazing genre, reggae music.
Love it, love it. Now, as an educator as well, I talk about the educational institution and the organizations and what basically you have done on your end as well. The reggae impact on the global industry and the role of the social movement as it applies and the connection to Rastafarianism. Are you a Rasta?
Rastafari, yes.
Oh, yes, you are. Sometimes you ask people and they say, yeah, me have dreads. It is not the same thing.
Now, Rastafari is a way of life. It's a movement, It's
exactly.
A choice, to live for liberty, and for live ITAL and to live ITO values, live Irie values and love,
Yes. As we move forward throughout the rest of the months and throughout the years, people who know me know that I do different things. And I just come out the woodwork and I do different things. So I'm looking to have a few discussions. I'm looking to talk about reggae as the number one genre going forward. Don't worry, there will be a different platform created for that. I'm looking to talk about the relevance of involving younger generations in the educational discussions as well, because it is that they are part of the subject. As we look at Reggae Month as a global event and that fosters a sense of ownership and respect for the genre, again, it is of great importance for us to ensure the genre's legacy lives on through informed advocacy.
The future.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're the ones that carry this mantle on. They will carry the mantle forward in this legacy that those that like Bob have created. We were performing for children at the basic school today, at a basic school, the St. Isaac's Basic School in Kingston 13.
Mm-hmm.
These children they were 4 and 5 years old, and immediately we started singing. And they could sing along to probably half of the songs that we sang that were Bob Marley songs, So it was amazing to see that, yes, they are starting to learn these values at a very, very young age, at the beginning of their journey, which is life, which is essential.
Boy, I tell you, I'm loving this discussion right here. I am loving the Reggae Month. I mean, I'm just in week one, and already I'm saying Rose. And I have
3 more to go.
And I have persons across the aisle that's hearing me and say, welcome back, Empress Rose, and we love you and appreciate what you are doing for the industry. Oh, no, I'm telling you, this is what I signed up for. The Most High sent me on a mission, and this is what it is. And I love to do it. I do it effortlessly. And I am grateful for all the persons across the aisle who listens and have respect for what it is that I do. I love you back as well. All right. So before I let Aaron go though, Aaron, you have done some work within, just out of the US as well in Africa. You want to talk to us a little bit about that?
Absolutely, yeah. I run a nonprofit called One World Chorus, and our mission is to empower youth and promote peace around the world through music and the arts. So we teach drumming and chorus and audio and video production to children from really preschool all the way through high school. We have connections with children in Kenya, with children in Jamaica, and children in Portland, Oregon. And we work with those children. We teach them a lot of the same material, and oftentimes, not as much as we'd like, but oftentimes we get these international children to collaborate together. In fact, for Bob Marley's 70th birthday, I worked with children, about 150 children from Kenya, Jamaica, South America, US, to sing Bob Marley's song, and we released it on Tough Gong Worldwide, Ziggy Marley's label, in celebration and to honor Bob Marley's birthday. And then I noticed today it was so amazing to see that, or yesterday it was amazing to see that they had expanded to, I think it was like 300,000 children from all around the world singing Bob Marley's songs during the Earth Strong celebration. So just really powerful movement. So that is my mission. That is how that is what I want to do, because I found music at a very early age, and it changed my life, it saved my life, and I feel compelled to plant seeds with children, not only locally, but all around the world. And not with the intention of turning them musicians necessarily, but just to show them a pathway and a way and to access their creative minds. So yeah, that's my mission, and that's how I work with youth internationally to really empower them and share the gift of music.
Wow, I love it. To persons who are listening across the aisle in these countries, you can reach out to me if it is that you cannot reach Aaron. And you can also reach out to Jubba White. He is on all the social media platforms, and wherever you see me, he's always dancing. I'm going to ask about that when I come back. I got to ask Jubba. He is always in good spirits, I tell you. He's always dancing. On every single platform I go to, I see Jubba dancing. If he's not playing the drums, he's dancing. So we got to talk about that. However, as well, do reach out, to Aaron. He comes with so much substance as well, and he talks about, over 300,000 persons. Listen, when you do this music thing like I do, sometimes we miss some of the major things that we would like to see. So I'm going to ask for a link to that so that I can check it out as well. And I don't know how much persons got Spotify, but last night I got a message that, I could get this t-shirt, it's a Bob Marley t-shirt. Man, next thing I know, I fall asleep and wake up, and I don't get to put in for the t-shirt on Spotify, Bob Marley t-shirt. So Ziggy, if anybody knows Ziggy and that's listening, or Top Gun or some, give me a t-shirt now. I think I'm deserving. Get me a t-shirt. I think I should have one of those. Well, if I have to pay for it, it's no problem as well. I want to check it out though, I'm going to check it out. Big up to Top Gun, big up to Ziggy Marley, big up to everybody that's hailing the reggae banner. We love you. Of course, it is that we are going to tap into another one of Jubba White's track. I tell you, this guy is so talented. It's not just about him playing on the drums. Yes? We are going to listen to If I Had the World. And if it sounds familiar to you, Jubba White will talk about this track when we come back, and we will also be vibing out. But do not go anywhere. We love you all. Keep sharing.
Oh, well, now. Yeah. If I have the world, I give it to you, girl. Yeah. If I had the world, I give it to you, yeah. You're like an angel to me. You always give your sympathy, yeah. When I'm exhausted, feeling low, I always know just where to go. You touch my hand inside. Yeah. Father, I thank thee for sending me this heavenly vibe. Yeah. When I'm in misery, girl, it's just you that I see. Oh well now, you drive away the fears from me. Sometimes it's like I'm in ecstasy. Well now, if I had the world, I'd give it to you, girl, yeah. If I had the world, I'd give it to you. Oh well now, no 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 no, yeah yeah. Oh well now, yeah. Oh well now. Oh well now, yeah. If I had the world, I'd give it to you, girl, yeah. If I had the world, I'd give it to you, yeah. You're like an angel to me. You always give your sympathy.
Yes, yes, yes. So, to my listening audience, I appreciate you guys coming through. All the love from the aisle, all the questions that you have for the artists as well. You know what I'm going to do? Some of the questions that I never got, which is a lot of them, I'm going to actually, I'm going to like send them to the artists, and stuff like that. And what you guys need to know as well is that um, beyond Reggae Month, my show is every week. And on that show, you have a longer time. There's a longer time that's expensed with the artist. So it's not just, a quick interview or whatever. Right now, it's touch and go for the artist, to answer 5 questions or whatever. We gave Jubba White a little bit longer as well because he's the last person on the show, and also because Fred Locks is unable to be here, okay, because of personal reasons. So we gave him a little bit, longer time. But as I said, Jubba White always, and he always gives 110%, and I appreciate. When I know I got to interview Jubba White, I know it's going to be a great interview as well. And I am happy as well that there are persons across the aisle that they see him, and they see him, either playing drums or he's dancing. As I was saying, Jubba, every time I go through my feed, I see you dancing. You're very happy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I have to hear that because part of bringing with message of love and togetherness and all of that. We love to make people happy.
Yes.
Yes. So me glad. Listen, you say if you come to my page and you see me dancing and I make a misstep, right?
Yeah.
Listen, you guys should laugh.
Keep the laugh going. The laughter going.
Man. Listen, Jubba doesn't mind being laughed at. Right?
Yes.
And Jubba doesn't mind, constructive critiques.
Yes.
That's one of the things I always want to remind, the people that listen to my music, that follow and support. Like I believe that constructive criticisms is a platform from which growth can come.
That's right.
So I embrace those things,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it doesn't necessarily mean all the time what is considered constructive criticism is right, but it allows, it allows for introspection.
And it allows
Right?
you to think outside the box,
and,
yeah.
And so I feel like that's a very important, aspect, or trait to have, that contributes to our growth, So yeah, I receive all of that, man, because yeah, I see the people that support me as an extension of what I do. And so yeah, it's I see it as teamwork. So big up to all of you listening.
Yes.
To the one-on-one music review with Dr. Empress Rose. Thank you for having me again.
I tell you,
Dr. Empress Rose. Yeah, man.
Yes, and I must shout out all the countries because you're double streaming as well to various parts across the world. So to all the persons in Thailand, in Singapore, in Japan, in Brazil, who are listening and actually sending in questions as well, because we have Pio, that's PEO, out of Brazil. And he says, well, that If I Had the World track sounds familiar. But do you need him to know about this track?
All right. I'm glad the question come. So If I Had the World is a song that I covered that was sung by one of my favorite artists growing up. I used to hear his music in the home all the time because my older siblings, he was their favorite artist, right? And that artist is none other than the crown prince of reggae, Dennis Emmanuel Brown.
That's correct.
That's his song, If I Had the World,
Yeah.
Man.
Yep. Love it. And you did an awesome job as well, You did an awesome job playing homage, and it fits right into the mix of things as well. Dennis Brown just had a birthday, of course. Bob Marley just had a birthday as well. Yeah, there's a lots going on. Yes. Bunny Rocks
his
as well.
birthday, is today.
Yes.
And we have others who, are sharing this month, as their earths, not just Bob, not just Dennis or Bunny. There are other, musicians and influential, people, culturally influential people that were born this month as well. So Reggae Month, Black History Month, and all of it.
Yeah. We know that Reggae Month is every day. Not even every month, it's every day for us.
Black Month is every day.
And it's every day.
Like all others.
Yes. Yeah. I was saying to Aaron as well.
I hope it's not considered a political statement because it is, it's just truth.
Yeah.
So yeah, we celebrate, Black History every day because we are who we are.
Yes.
We're
speaking of Her Strong, we just like to send out a happy Heard Strong to one of my listeners as well, artist Ras Negos out of Birmingham, England. Big ups to you, and thanks for sharing in the love as well by listening to this show as well. There are some persons you cannot tell them nothing. They just come on and they give their support each and every week. And even for those who listen sparingly, I appreciate you wholeheartedly. And for the ones who even listen but do not say anything, thanks for listening. Yes, keep on listening as well, because that's what we're here for, to bring you reggae music and bring what it's all about, to the masses. As I said, for me, this is just culture and about what it is that I sign up for. And it's happy to know that there are persons even within the comments that say, Empress Rose, you do not disappoint as well. And to all the international events that are happening across the globe, keep on doing exactly what you're doing. Jubba White, it's a pleasure having you come through. Is there any last minute things you need to let our listeners know before you go?
Thanks and praises.
Thanks and
Enough
praises.
love, thanks and praises. I mean, there's not a better way for me. Enough love, thanks and praises.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
So to all the listeners who are currently vibing in other words as well, we are going to be vibing out with Jubba White's Give Thanks and Praises as well. So look for me to give my outro as we listen to Thanks and Praises as well. I will reintroduce it for persons who are even just tapping in right now and sending their love across the aisle. I appreciate everyone. Trust know that week 2 gets even spicier as well. There will be more artists to look forward to. And again, please go on, support the artists that were showcased today as well, and look forward to all the other weeks as well. If you cannot purchase their music, because we all know their musicians are making anything from music, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. So if you can stream, do stream as well. Yeah, in support as well, and show them that you love exactly what they are doing. I'm pretty sure they'll appreciate. Jubba, it's been a pleasure, Aaron. I love you guys, and I'm looking forward to longer interviews as well as we look to the months ahead. I appreciate you guys wholeheartedly.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, until next time. Thank you. Thanks and praises. One love.
Blessed love. All right. Give thanks and praises.
Thanks and praises. Say we gotta give thanks and praises. Though the hills are steep and the valley so deep and the journey is incomplete, give thanks and praises. Say we gotta give thanks and praises. Each and every day, working hard to earn my pay, but when the payday comes, it is already done. Living simple, it never bothered me, 'cause I know the best things in life are free. I turn my radio on and listen to my favorite song. I may not have the best of things, but I made the best of who I am. Give thanks and praise. Say we gotta give thanks and praises. Yeah, though the hills are steep and the valley so deep and the journey is incomplete, give thanks and praises. Say we've got it.
To the listening audience, I thank you for tapping in with me this week. My first show for the beginning of the year as well. And I had to, force all my artists into Reggae month, all the interviews that I had for January. Again, because I've been very ill. However, it is that I am happy to be here and to serve. This show went over a little bit more than it should. For my outro, I must also let you know, our capital home is International Stars. That's INTLSTARZ. And if you would like to reach out to me, please do so. My preference is Instagram. I am Infinite Empress on Instagram, or Dr. Empress Rose G. You can send me a message and I will get back to you in short order. Okay? Please do not beat me up. It takes a while, but I will get back to you. And I appreciate all the artists who were able to, come through and vibe with me today. From Ben Priest out of Nigeria, Aklerh out of Ghana, King Shaft out of South Africa, Yasha out of Trinidad and Tobago, Dubbeleye out of Jamaica, and Jubba out of Jamaica. I appreciate all you guys wholeheartedly. Do connect each and every week and check out the rest of our Reggae month exclusive that will be joining us from here on out. So we too look forward to next Friday as well. It's a pleasure. Have yourselves a blessed rest of day.
Give thanks and praises. Say we gotta give thanks and praises. Though the hills are steep and the valley so deep and the journey is incomplete, give thanks and praises. Say we gotta give thanks and yes. Give each and every day. But when the payday comes, it is already done. Living simple, it never bothered me, 'cause I know the best things in life are free. I turn my radio on and listen to my favorite song. I may not have the best of things, but I made the best of who I am. Give thanks and praises. Say we gotta give thanks and praises. Yeah, though the hills are steep and the valley so deep and the journey is incomplete.